Hey, how you guys doing? This is your boy Amari. I'm here, day 2 at PowerCon. You're wondering who is the gentleman sitting next to me on my left-hand side? Well, I'm going to tell you. He's part of pop culture history. He's also part of American history. He is actually one of the first Latin superheroes in the Super Sentai franchise. I'm talking about the one and only Roger Velasco. How you doing, sir?
Hey guys, how's it going? It's an honor to be here, get interviewed by you, and I'm just excited. It's a great event, a lot of great fans. It's a great venue. We're in Brooklyn. It's incredible. What is there not to love? I'm excited.
Roger, thank you for being here, man. I'm glad that I'm finally able to meet you in person after seeing you so many years on TV, and I see that you're still a working man. My audience may not know anything about you, so I want to know, how did you get involved with acting in the arts?
Absolutely. It was just I kind of stumbled into it. I'm motivated. I'm hungry, and I like to move and shake and bake. And growing up as a young kid in the inner city, real humble beginnings. I just wanted to get out and venture out and find something. And it's so funny when you're looking for something, the answer finds you. I was just looking at an opportunity that was not for me. Someone handed me a card and said, "Hey, I'm a talent manager. Call me." And I'm 18 years old, so I was like, "I don't know about this, right? This is 20-something years ago. Times were different, But anyhow, I followed the lead. I went to Hollywood, and I was like, "Okay, this is a real thing. Is this an office? There's actors. Phones are ringing." I signed with the guy. I'm like, "Okay, sign with the guy." Got put on with LA Models first. I started as a model for 2 years. I started doing a lot of print work, runway shows, a lot of that stuff. And then they said, "Hey, you know what? The talent department wants to meet you." At the time, it was this big Latin explosion with Vivian La Vida Loca, Ricky Martin, remember? And they're looking for the next Latino. They're like, they want to meet you. And I said, "Okay, I want to meet them too." So I came over to the LA Talent. I booked my first commercial, and it was life-changing. I said, "Oh, wow, this is what I want to do." Like, the modeling stuff is good, print work, but I want to do TV. That's when I realized I'm an actor. This is what I want to do. And I just started pursuing it, auditioning, and then we landed on this small TV show called Power Rangers. And then life changed, man, and we're here 20-something years later. Can you believe it? It has been a tremendous blessing.
Of course. So, what was your audition? What was the audition for you like when you were up for the role for? I'm sorry. What was it for you? So, how did they notify you about the audition for the Power Rangers show?
Well, at the time, it was a crazy phenomenon. I mean, these guys were getting mobbed at malls and everywhere. So they said, "Hey, they want you to audition for Power Rangers," and I said, "Power Rangers, the TV show that's right now everywhere globally?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's perfect. Let's roll." I'm like, "I'm down." And I auditioned. I know they had a huge casting call. They went to New York. They went to Texas, Florida, all the big cities, Chicago, 50,000 people. They did this huge call. And they brought me in, and I auditioned again and again. I remember it was like 7 times. I screenshot like twice with different actors. And I think they were pairing us. And then they just said, "Hey, you're hired. You're a Power Ranger. You're going to be a Power Ranger." And I didn't really understand it at the beginning, and how I had no idea it was going to be this massive. But yeah, that's how I stumbled into that audition. It was incredible.
Okay. So how did it feel replacing Johnny Young Boss as the Green Ranger?
That's a tough thing to say, replacing, because those are some big shoes to fill. You know what I mean? So it was a little nerve-wracking, I'll be honest with you. I don't see it as replacing. I see like he passed the torch down to us because, he did his work, which was incredible. And for me, it was like, whoa, I got some big shoes to fill. So I just went at it with my best in mind. I always do everything 1,000% if I'm going to do it. But it was a great transition, and it was awesome to be able to be part of this legacy and to be able to work with Johnny Bosch as well, because as you know, we shot a couple of episodes.
Of course, yeah. I saw that. That was pretty damn phenomenal. So when you went from the color of green to black, what was that transition like for you?
I enjoyed it, first of all, because who doesn't like to wear black? Look, we look so good in black. I enjoyed it, especially because Turbo was kind of shared with another crew, another cast. So when they say you're going to space and they're going to build you your own mega ship and all this, and you're going to wear black, I was like, give it to me. I was so excited about it. So Yeah, it was great to go from Green Ranger to the Black Ranger and not knowing what that meant at the time, because only a few of us had participated in two different series, two different colors. So yeah, it was really cool.
So what did it mean then?
Man, it meant that it was time for me to show the world who Carlos really is, and it was kind of like taking ownership because it was for me now. This was our series, so it meant a lot to me to be able to lead the team as the Black Ranger.
Did you ever have creative control over the character of Carlos? Did you get to create him as you saw fit, or did you have to follow the writer's instructions?
You know, it organically happened. That's one of the things that they allowed us to do, is just to do, be yourself, be the role that you are, Carlos, play the material, and it just evolved into who Carlos became. It's not something that we sat down and said, okay, this is who Carlos is going to be. It just truly organically evolved into what Carlos Vallarta became.
So there's one other question I gotta ask. Did you ever get to fight in the costume, or you didn't get to do that at all? Was that all handled by the Alpha stunt team?
Yeah, it's all handled by the stunt team. I didn't get to keep the Power Ranger outfit, although I do have the Black Ranger suit. We're working on the green. I'm going to be wearing it in Power Morphicon. I got some really cool stuff that I'm going to be doing, but I'm going to be dressed as a Black Ranger. But no, I didn't get to keep it. No, those things are on mannequins in some studio in Saban up somewhere in a gallery. I wish I could have kept them,
Nice, man. Nice. Are you working on any films right now?
Currently just shot a pilot for a reality TV show with Myrna Velasco. She's a big personality in the media world. Not shooting a movie quite yet, but yes, I just booked a show called Sangre Negra with Mr. Eric Estrada from Chips. Yeah. Oh, he is? I didn't know that. Oh.
I found out the first movie he did was The Cross of the Switchblade, and he's from Harlem. And, they gave him that role because he played a good version of Nicky Cruz.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know. I had no idea. Yeah, I'm going to be working with him, Eric Roberts as well. It's on Amazon. They already shot the first season. Second season got picked up, so I'm going to be part of the second season. So it's going to be on Amazon. So look out for that for sure.
So are you going to be a good guy in that production or a bad guy? You don't have to tell us the story, but just, let us know.
Honestly,
keep us in suspense.
Yeah, they're writing the role for me, which is a treat. It's really cool. And I said, make me a bad guy. I said, I want to be stomping on doors, shooting guns, doing something totally different than what I did on Power Rangers, just to kind of show my range.
Of course, that's a smart thing to do. You don't want to stick with the same typecast, good guy. I totally understand.
Be a villain. I think being a villain this time would be cool. It'd be, seeing Roger Velasco perform a little bit different from the other side. And yeah, who doesn't want to be a villain, right? I mean, nowadays, think about it. Joker, like, he's glorified and he's a villain. So I don't know. I'm ready for the challenge, and I think it's going to be exciting.
Definitely, you're going to test the waters, show people what you can do as a villain. That's great, man. That's really, really great. You answered every question that I needed to ask. Wow. Did you guys get to shoot Power Rangers in space in Los Angeles, or was it in New Zealand?
Yeah, we were, I think, the last crew that shot in California. For the original guys, to Mighty Morphin, to Dino Thunder, Turbo, Space. We all shot here in California, and then after us, I believe they took it to New Zealand. So yeah, I didn't go to New Zealand to shoot. We shot locally.
Okay. Do you also practice Do you still practice martial arts?
I practice mixed martial arts. Yes, I just like to. It's a workout. I like to fight. I like to train.
You like to stay in shape.
I like to stay in shape. I love to stay in shape. I love the gym. If I'm not working out, I'm not feeling good. I like to eat healthy, and I like to train. And I'm preparing myself because I'm not done. And I want to stay in the best shape possible, so that way when the opportunity arises, I'm ready to go.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I want to be the next Latino The Rock. Dwayne Johnson.
How about just being the best Roger Velasco?
go.
That's what people want. Not the Latino version of The Rock, but be the best Roger. That's what we want.
Yeah, being the best Roger, and honestly, I really have not showcased what I can do. Really, I mean, I know this is a great show, and we did a lot of work here, but no, I have not showcased what Roger Velasco can do, and I'm really excited to put it out there.
In other words, he has more to offer.
Yes.
And we're all looking forward to seeing you more on the big screen and the small screen and whatever screen they come up with for the next 20 years.
Right.
Roger, man, thank you so much for coming to my show. Thank you so much for spending time with me and my audience. I hope to see you again at another convention. Are you going to be at Philadelphia Con and WizardCon Philly?
If you have anything to do with Philadelphia Con, or what is it again? Wizard in Philadelphia, any of these cons in the East Coast, and you want me there, reach out to me, reach out to my team. I'm at Official Roger Velasco on Instagram, Official Roger Velasco on my Facebook. But as of now, I am not booked, but I'm ready to come out here. I love the East Coast. You have incredible fans over here, so I'm ready. A phone call away, guys.
You heard what the man said. That's the best way to book him, via social media. Roger, thank you so much again, man. Thank you.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure, man.
My honor. Thank you for doing this interview.
Thank you for being here and actually showing up.
Thanks, guys. Stay tuned.
All right.
Follow this man. He's doing some big things. Thanks, guys.
All right. Hey, how you guys doing out there? This is your boy Amari. I'm still here at PowCon 2020. And yes, you're wondering, who is this gentleman here? He's one of the most powerful one of the most powerful members of the Power Rangers mega team. I'm talking about the one and only Justin Nemo. How you doing, man?
One and only, yeah, that's me. Justin Nemo from Power Rangers in Space, first Silver Ranger.
The great Silver Ranger. Well, first of all, I want to say it's an honor to actually finally meet you in person, and I'm happy that I get to spend time with you. I see you're not rocking your blonde hair anymore.
I'm rocking the silver hair now. They say silver fox for some reason, but
That's cool, man. So, my audience, they don't know anything about you. I want to know, how did you get started with acting?
oh wow. Let's see. I was going to school at UCO in Edmond, Oklahoma, and my mom worked at the Department of Public Safety. There was a girl there who was co-owners of a talent agency in Oklahoma, and she said I should go talk to her. So I went and talked to her, not really knowing what to expect, and she said, oh, you should meet the owner and get some pictures taken. And then I kind of started figuring out what it was, hooked up with them, did some classes, went out to a big competition in Los Angeles. It's called IMTA. Did really well there, and a couple of people said, if you move to California, we'll represent you and get you out on some auditions. Power Rangers came up, auditioned for it a few times, ended up booking the role. Didn't really know much about Power Rangers, and it wasn't huge at the time. Much bigger now, but I guess I was at the right spot at the right time, basically.
Okay, so did they tell you anything about your Japanese counterpart, the Silver Ranger from Japan?
No, they didn't. They didn't give me any kind of information about that.
Okay, because I have the Japanese box set on DVD at home, and I was through the show I watched that the Silver Ranger costume is actually the Test Ranger costume, and he's one of the most powerful Rangers. But the problem was, he had trouble keeping the power up for a very long time. So when we started working on on Power Rangers in Space, did you have to take any martial arts training?
I did some martial arts training before I actually auditioned, so I had a little background at that point. I was a wrestler in high school and college, so had some agility, I guess, going there.
Did you study any karate, kung fu, or taekwondo?
It was actually called Bojuka, boxing, judo, karate.
That sounds like MMA.
Yeah, pretty much. We did weapons and no weapons.
Okay. So since when you auditioned for Power Rangers in Space, did you have to demonstrate your weapon skills?
No. They asked me if I had martial arts background. That was about it. Didn't have to stand up and do any kind of martial arts. They just asked me if I had a background to it.
Okay, that's fair enough. One of the questions I forgot to ask some of the other actors is that, have you ever met any of your Japanese counterparts?
Not my counterparts, but I've seen some of the Japanese characters, but not my counterpart at some of the other conventions.
Okay. I mean, it would be really cool if the Power Rangers from space.
Don't lick us.
Yeah. For the record, I thought I was the only person who did that to. I didn't realize he was doing that to you too.
Oh, it's normal.
Oh, yeah, I know now. So, since Power Rangers Space concluded, are you still acting or are you working on other endeavors?
I have been auditioning lately, but I don't have anything in the works, just auditioning. I actually own a business in Oklahoma called Just in Time Rent to Own. It's like a appliance, electronics, furniture. It's basically home furnishings. Own that since 2004.
Oh, nice. You're the first Power Ranger that I ever met that is a businessman. That's cool, though. That's a good thing. That's a good.
I guess.
That's a good thing, man. So, are you going to venture into like the voiceover work anytime soon?
Into what kind of work?
Working on cartoons, acting for cartoons.
As in voiceover stuff?
Yes.
Oh, I would like to do voiceover stuffs, actually. There's not a whole lot of spots for me to do it in Oklahoma. The closest is going to be down in Texas, so maybe I can get lucky and make something like that happen here soon.
Okay. All right. So, did you ever get to fight inside the fight with the costume on?
You know, probably the closest to fight that I got to do with any costume on was when I wore a red Psycho outfit. We had defeated the Psychos, and I kind of fooled Chris to make him there was still a Psycho on the ship. So I scared him, and he seen it was me, and then he made me do a flip. But as far as the big fight scenes, they were with a helmet on, and it was our stunt people doing those fight scenes.
Yeah, I heard about them. They're the best in the damn business.
Yes, they are extremely awesome. I mean, if you knew how dark it was inside of these helmets, and to think that these guys could do all the acrobats and stuff, it's basically fighting blindfolded.
Yeah, Christopher said it to me very clearly. They're miracle workers. They made everyone look amazing.
And they were super tough. Like, they would just beat up on us all the time.
Well, that's not good then. Wow, man. Okay, so you're auditioning, you own your own business. That's great, man. Will you ever in the future ever create your own comic book?
No, I'm not much of a writer.
Okay.
I'd be in one, but obviously I'm not the writer. I'll just be in it.
Gotcha. You want to star in it. You don't want to write it.
Exactly. I can't draw a stick figure straight, so I can't do the art either.
Well, you can try your hand at writing like Christopher, if you want.
Yeah, I'm sure he would put me in something. We got something that we're trying to throw together, so hopefully it'll work out well.
Okay. So if anyone wants to reach you via social media, how should they do it if they want to hire you for a production?
It's probably easiest to contact me on my social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or something like that. It's just my name, Justin Nimmo, Nimmo.
Okay. All right. Well, Justin, thank you so much for your time, man. Thank you for being here. And I hope to see you at some of the other conventions in the future. Are you going to be attending PhillyCon or Wizard World or New York Comic Con or Anime NYC? Or what?
Also, other ones coming up. The best way to really stay up with what I've got going is on my social media pages. So yes, there are other conventions that I've got booked in the future, yes.
What about Urban Action Showcase?
It'd be nice to go. I mean, basically, for me to go to a convention, the promoter of the convention has to contact us, to show that they're interested in having us. We don't just pop in the doors.
Ah, I see. Okay. Well, it's good to know. I figured I'd just ask.
It's hard for most people to understand how it works. So it's the simplest way is to say that we're invited.
and you're wanted and welcomed.
Yes, exactly.
That's very, very, very important. All right, Justin. Well, thank you so much for your time, man. Thank you for being here. Keep kicking ass as a actor. Much success and luck to your Oklahoma business.
Thank you very much. Yes, and I hope you guys grow as well.
Of course, I myself am an illustrator, so maybe I'll work on something for this interview.
Yeah, throw it together.
Yeah, I definitely will. And guys, that's a wrap. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Until next year. Bye. Hey, how you guys doing? How you guys doing out here? This is your boy Amari. This is one of the craziest interviews I've ever had in my life. One of the biggest fucking scores of the century. I'm here with one of the well-known great Red Rangers from the Power Rangers franchise. I'm talking about the one and only Christopher Lee, aka Andros, the Red Ranger from Power Rangers in Space. Man, this is a long time coming. I've always wanted to meet you. I've always wanted to spend time with you. Fuck it, I always want to be in your presence, man. Thank you for being here at PowerCon.
Hold on. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Woo. So, my audience may not know anything about you, so there's something I gotta ask. Like, how did you get involved with acting?
How did I get involved in acting? Oh, hell. I lived for the most part of my young life in Virginia, in Virginia Beach, actually kind of close to where Michael Copon lived. And I don't know, when I got to like 16, yeah, I think I was about 16 or so, I moved down to Miami, and I got into modeling, and I did that for a little bit, and then all of a sudden I was like, you know what, this really isn't, I mean, this is too easy, this is nothing, whatever, I want to try something a little bit more, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. So let's try something bigger, better. So I started taking acting lessons. I went to schools. I started learning from a lot of really great people, and yeah, that's how that happened. It was through modeling, apparently. Oh God, that sounds so Hollywood shit.
No, that's not so Hollywood. So
A little bit.
so since you started modeling and acting, like, what was it like for you to be the first Ranger, not being from Earth, human, playing a leader?
When I first started the show, actually, when I first auditioned for the show, my manager at the time, she said, "Hey, I got an audition for you. You're gonna go out for it right now." This is when I was living in Miami, and she was like, "Yeah, I got an audition for you. Go out for it." And I was like, "Yeah, cool. What is it?" And she was like, "It's Power Rangers." And I was like, "Nope, I don't want to. No."
Really? Why?
Because I didn't want to have nothing to do with Power Rangers at that point in my life. When I was young, as a kid, in Virginia, I had very, very long hair, and my hair was always in a ponytail because it was in a ponytail because I had such long hair. So all the little kids would come up to me and they would be like, "You got hair like Tommy. Yo, your hair is like Tommy. You look like Tommy." And I'm just like, man, I don't know who the hell Tommy is. Man, fuck that. And then I found out it was Power Rangers, and I was like, whatever, man, I don't care. Screw them. Because I didn't know. I didn't know anything about it. Yeah. I never watched it. All I had was like a bunch of kids coming up to me, and they're like, yo, you look like him. And I'm just like, yeah, whatever. No, I'm being me. Whatever. So yeah, when I got the call to go out for the audition, I was like, nah, man, I don't want to do it. But I did the audition. I went into the audition and I was like, I don't want this. I don't want it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I don't want to be on Power Rangers. I don't want to have anything to do with it because screw that. because I was remembering the shit from, just a couple years back. If you're an actor and you want to audition for things, remember this tactic. If you go in and you don't want something, they are going to book you for it. That is what happens. And my friend, my very good friend, Brennan Mejia, he was the red guy in Dino Charge. He did the same thing. At that point, he had auditioned many times, and at that point, he's like, I don't even want it anymore. So he didn't even care when he auditioned for it. So, he was like, yeah, screw it, I don't even care. If you act like you don't want it, they will want you. It's the dumbest thing in the world, but it is the truth. It's the truth. The more you act like you don't want it, then, that's what it is. And then the more you act like you don't want it, the more they want you. So it's like, yeah, they're gonna take you. So yeah, I auditioned for it. I didn't hear back from them for like 6 months, and then they called me up and they were like, yo, you got we want to fly you out to California. That's what it was. Yeah, we want to fly you out to California, and we're gonna do one more round of auditions. And I was like, yeah, all right, whatever, cool, whatever. I came out, I did it, and then I booked it. Somehow, I booked it. So, yeah.
So, when they told you were playing Andros, did you do any research on how to bring the Andros to life?
That's the thing, man. At that point in time, the way that they did the show was like, no. We're the writers. We're telling you what the characters are. I was really, 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 really lucky because they decided to basically make my character Luke Skywalker. I am very, very old. I was born in 1910. I'm very, very old. So, yeah. So, I grew up watching the original Star Wars movies. So, when, they kind of explained to me what the character actually was, and they were like, well, he's kind of like this. Like, he has, telekinesis, and he has telepathy, and he has a weapon, and it's called a saber, and all that. And I was like, Luke Skywalker? And they were like, no, not Luke Skywalker, but yes, Luke Skywalker. So I was like, yeah, all right, yeah. I was totally for it. I grew up with that. That is my childhood, is Star Wars. So, I didn't have any say on the character, but honestly, I didn't really want to, other than the fact that I feel like they did kind of screw up one thing where in the beginning of the show, or in the beginning of my series, the character, he didn't want to have anything to do with the other Rangers. He didn't want to have anything to do with them, and that was good, and that makes sense. But then, four episodes in, and now he's best friends with them, and I'm like, yo, that's really fast, man. Come on, man. I mean, maybe over a season or something like that. Not like 4 episodes. You gotta spread that out, But hey, you know what? Whatever. Doesn't matter. We copied Star Wars. That's what we do. So screw it.
I mean, it worked though. It worked. So there's another question I gotta ask. Did you ever get to fight in the uniform?
Did I ever get to
be in the uniform, the costume with the helmet? And
the helmet? Oh no. I talked to the stuntmen, and I talked to the Alpha Stunts. Alpha Stunts was our guys. I talked to all of our stuntmen, which was actually very hard because they're all from Japan, and at best, some of them they spoke broken English, but and my Japanese is. But I talked to them, and then I also talked to the producers. And actually, the way it was is that, from what I understood, that the first season or so. Now we got a party going on over there. From what I understood was that from the first season of Power Rangers, and then they actually had the actors wearing the helmets, but you cannot see through the visor. Yeah, the visor is black. It is black to the point where it's like the black of space black. Like, you cannot see shit. You will not see anything. So you can't see any, I could be wearing it and looking at you, I cannot see you, and you're just, just like not even 2 feet away from me or whatever. I wouldn't be able to see you. So being able to fight with that, really hard if you can't see where, where the other person is, right? But the stuntmen are trained to do that, especially the stuntmen that we had back then. Alpha Stunts, greatest stunt team that ever existed, Alpha Stunts. So good, in fact, that Jackie Chan's men wished that they were a part of Alpha Stunts, because Alpha Stunts were that badass. Alpha Stunts were our team, and they were the best fucking stunt team ever.
Really? Sorry. Better than Jackie Chan stunt team?
Easily better. Yes. Our guys would fight blind, because they would fight with the helmets on, and they would do it. They would all fight blind, and they'd fight all the guys that were for our show. The bad guys were the Quantrons. Not like in the first season of Power Rangers, it was the Putties. Yeah. But for us, it was the Quantrons. So they would fight them, and they're fighting them blind, and they would do it, and they can do it easily.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's even more than that. I mean, nobody can ever say enough good stuff about Alpha Stunts. Those guys were all the best. I love them all. Hiroshi, Takahiro, Takaharu, Tabahiro. I mean, all of them. They were the best.
Okay, wow. Yeah. I'm speechless. I really have nothing. That's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. So, since you're no longer since you're no longer fighting crime, I heard that you're writing comics online right now.
I am. I do.
Do you have one of your books?
Ellie, do we have one of my comics anywhere near us? 1 second.
1 second. Wow. Looks like Ellie delivered the goods.
She is she's my better half, and
we all know she's your best friend.
No, she's my better half. She's my girlfriend.
That too.
Better half. She takes care of me. She does everything. I mean, I can't survive without her. But yeah, I wrote this. This is LA Crazy Town, and this is one of 3 comics that I'm working on right now. But right now I'm focusing on a whole nother one called Come Hell or High Water. And that one is, well, that one's about, if you take Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, she has it right there.
Oh, yes.
See, I told you, man, that's your best friend.
Come Hell or High Water.
See, she was that.
She knows. She knows.
Yeah.
Now, this is signed by me, but also it's signed by the actual artist. This is Davy Jones. Davy is my artist for this. Davy Jones, that's his actual name. Well, that's what he goes by. But Come Hell or High Water is Pirates. Pirates of the Caribbean meets, let's say, Dungeons and Dragons meets hardcore porn.
That's fucking amazing.
No, it is. I know.
Oh man. So, if anybody wants to contact you about ordering your books, how should they go about it?
You go to my Facebook page. Well, there's two ways you can do it. You can go to my actual website, which is westcoastcomics.net, or my Facebook page, which is CKL335 official. That should be my Facebook page. But the best place to find all the stuff that I do is on two other things. It's my Instagram. My Instagram is just Christopher Kamen Lee, and my Twitch channel. My Twitch channel is twitch.tv/Chris Kamen Lee. Chris Kamen Lee, not Christopher, but Chris Kamen Lee.
Okay, cool, man. Well, I want to say thanks for spending time with me and my audience. Thank you for discussing your books and giving us a little insight on the Power Rangers franchise, and
I do what I can.
Like you had with Zordon and his tube, you had to shatter it, because if you didn't, the entire galaxy universe will go straight to hell.
The funniest thing is when people come up to me, the two most asked questions that I ever get is, when are you gonna do your hair again like it was in the show? Never.
I mean, that was for the show.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. So never. And then two, what's it like feeling like? What does it feel like being the guy that killed Zordon? It feels great because I saved the universe by killing one dude. And on top of that, Dave Fielding, who is Zordon, is a very, very, very close friend of mine.
Yeah, and he was cool with it.
Not only is he cool with it, but I've actually pulled him over at times when people have asked that. I've actually pulled him over and let him answer it, and he's actually said he killed me to save everyone. What the hell is wrong with you people? It makes more sense. Yes.
You didn't kill him, but you didn't destroy his suit because you wanted to. You had no choice.
No, you don't kill him because you want to, but you kill him because if he dies, then all the bad guys die, and then everybody else is okay. Then that means one motherfucker has to die. Sorry, but that's the way it is. And Dave
One life for billion.
One life for billion. One life for, hell, even more than billions. It's more than billions. But yeah, one life for that many people, it makes so much sense.
It's not like you wanted to go do it. You just did it because you had to. There was no choice. Otherwise, the bullshit was going to continue.
You're absolutely correct. You are completely 100% correct. Yeah. Completely correct.
Well, Chris, thank you so much for spending time with me and my audience. And thank you for being here at PowerCon, man. You really made this experience very unique.
I'm glad that I'm doing this. So you know what? Hey, I'm still gonna try to kiss you on the cheek. Now you better let me give you. You better let me give you a kiss on the cheek. I'm gonna give you a kiss on the cheek. You better let me do it. You better let me do it.
Your girlfriend, your girlfriend will give you the best kiss ever.
Everybody wants me to do it.
No, she wants a kiss on the cheek. She wants a kiss on the cheek, not me. She wants a kiss.
I'm gonna do it.
All right, that's a wrap. Get the hell out of here. All right, man. Thank you.
You good, bro?